You're watching The Community MMA.
And Miller's slowing down a little bit now. Juliana Miller takes another left jab, and she's starting to bounce around the outside of the cage, takes a big right. These are starting to take effect. Look at her feet, man. 33-17 in significant strikes. So think about that. She's landed 33 significant strikes, Luana Santos, on Juliana Miller. So that's not going to last forever. Ooh, what a nice right uppercut. Oh, and Miller takes a right. Now a left. She's backed up against the fence. You can see those hands dropping. She takes another right. Now she's covering up. Where's the ref? Where's the ref? And look at Miller trying to hang in this thing, but this is going to get stopped any second now. And Luana Santos is just pouring it on. And I think he's letting it go a little too long. He's letting it go a little too long. And that's it. Juliana Miller goes down. You know, and they're debating now whether it should have continued. The announcer's saying, yeah, they understand why. But at the same time, man, Miller's getting walloped, and you got to stop the fight. So Luana Santos, the Brazilian, gets the win. And I believe we were wrong on this one. She's going to move to 6-1 with a big winner over the American Juliana Miller, who falls to 4-3. It's going to be by TKO, women's flyweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Blackshear now taking the back, looking to get the legs wrapped around. He's got one tied up, the left leg. Now he's got something going here. So he's got the left leg tied up. Now Blackshear, they're saying, is looking for the twister, which I don't even know what the heck that is. But it's like a pretzel down there. Both guys are really tied up here. Now here comes Blackshear looking for the triangle. And he's got the left leg straightened out. Left leg straightened out. Now he's looking for what looks like a triangle, or more like a crank. But Blackshear is dominating here right now on the ground. This could be a big win for him over Jose Johnson, who's a tough fighter. Oh, look at this. Wow. Big submission finish. And now I know what a twister is. Holy cow. Wow. And I got to see what they say about this, because that's putting a lot of pressure on multiple areas that forces the tap. And he's pumped up. So only the third twister in UFC history. Unbelievable. Let me see this again. Let me see this again. Holy cow. Yeah, the last one was Bryce Mitchell and the Korean Zombie. So this is a recent thing. So immediately he jumps the back, right? And then he's working. He's got the right arm tied up. And Jose Johnson doing a good job attacking the wrist, right? But Blackshear then puts the legs around, and he's got the right arm tied up in that. And then he straightens out the left leg. He's got the back. He's going to straighten out the left leg. And then he's going to get the arm wrapped around and start to pull. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, it's almost like from the ribs on up, I just feel like it's being pulled. And that's going to cause you to tap every time. But that's an interesting move right there. The twister from Damon Blackshear, only the third in UFC history. And this night is starting fast after a rough night at Nashville last week. Blackshear is going to move to 14-5 here, bantamweight division, via the twister, believe it or not, over Jose Johnson, who falls to 15-8, bantamweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Ooh, a nice reverse now by Ruiz. Oh, she's posturing up now. Ruiz is covering up. The ref's saying fight back. 120 left. And the ref jumps in, and that's it. Amorim Amarim gets the finish here. It looked like she was in a little bit of trouble in round 3 after dominating the first 2, but then comes through and gets the victory. So Jacqueline Amarim, I was saying it wrong. I was saying Amorim. It's Amarim. Comes in and gets a dominating victory. I mean, listen to these stats. It's ridiculous. She gets a TKO with 110 left in round 3. It was 70-3 in head strikes, 74-5 in significant strikes. She had a takedown, 805 of control. And going back to that armbar, it's amazing that Ruiz got out of that. But she kept the fight going, but it's just still dominant. performance by Amorim, and eventually gets the TKO finish as Canejo Ruiz is covering up, not fighting back. So Amorim's going to move to 7-1 here, women's strawweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Now Parisian leans in. Look at this. Budai takes him down, though. Parisian against the fence, loses his balance, goes down. And now Budai is going to try to work on that right arm with 110 left in round 1. Budai is pretty much dominated so far. And if Parisian can hold on to this, it would be good for him to just... Oh, Kimura. Oh, boy. Oh, and he's got the legs over the head. He's really going to work this now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in trouble. Yep, he taps and it's done. Did he tap? Yep, that's it. Herb Dean pulls off Martin Budai with a big stoppage here. Only heavyweight division fight of the night. And Budai continues to win 12 in a row. And you can see why this guy's got a following. I mean, this guy can throw strikes. He could still get in better shape, which I'm sure he will over time. But, man, this guy continues to win. Martin Budai, impressive here. In a big submission win. Heavyweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Isaac Dolgarian just continues to dominate here. Final minute of round 1. And has been in top position since other than the first 45 seconds of the fight. And it's crazy to see him dominate Francis Marshall thus far. I mean, if Marshall can get out of this round and get back to his feet, you never know what can happen in round 2, but he's got to make it there. He's got 45 seconds, and he's really struggling right now. Oh, and if Dolgarian does get the leg through, he's in the full mount now. Look out. With 35 seconds left. And, man, Dolgarian is just pounding away. This is crazy to see what he's doing to Francis Marshall here. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, man, this guy is going to be a real contender. This is impressive. And he postures up now, and Marshall's just covering up. And usually Marshall does this to other opponents and finishes them. But this time, Isaac Dolgarian gets the finish with about 11 seconds left in the first round. And look at Francis Marshall. Unreal. Unbelievable. Not only did he win, he just dominated and broke down Francis Marshall, who has been beating people by KO in the run-up to this fight. And even he looked shocked. And I don't know, I got to look at this guy more. I mean, we have to put him on the do list right now. Featherweight division. I like this guy. I like this guy. I want to see him against the top 10 as soon as possible. Former high school wrestling champion. What'd they say? He went to the Final Four or better in his freshman year in college. So you got a wrestler who can strike. Look at his elbows. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling y'all right now, Isaac Dolgarian is impressive. I'm going to have to consider I'm going to look up some more stuff on him. But he might be top 20 in the do list come next week. He gets to win here. Featherweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Terrence McKinney landed some big shots here. First minute gone. Now a big left. Breeden beginning to cover up, though, but he gets out of it. And he's backed up against the fence. This isn't good against McKinney. Ooh, a nice left uppercut, a right knee. Boy, McKinney could use a first-round finish. Struggled over the last 4 or 5 fights since that Frivola 7-second KO. Now McKinney's got the back. And he drives a knee, lands it, stands up. Big left. Oh, Breeden's in trouble. Breeden's covering up. Tagnone's looking at this, and it's over. And, man, not a big finish, and Mike Breeden's arguing it. But the bottom line is Terrence McKinney is not a guy you want to be stuck up against the fence against while he's pounding away. And Terrence McKinney is pumped up, back in the win column, and he needed this. I think this guy is going to continue to fight well as he gets more experience. And the more he fights in the UFC, because when he wins, he gets big finishes. And despite the record, that's going to keep you in the UFC for sure. As you see the replay, a big body shot with the left hand, then a left, and then another uppercut. We're seeing it from a different angle. Man, and that left is ridiculous. And that's when Breeden starts covering up. Then another body shot, drops the hands again, then a right body shot. Ooh, and another left. Look at this in slow motion. I mean, it looks full speed in slow motion. It's ridiculous. But Terrence McKinney is going to get the win here to move to 14-6. A minute 25 in, lightweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Ooh, a big right by JP Bays. Now he takes a left from McGee. And these are two guys with a lot of striking power. Obviously. Bantamweight division has just been heating up over the last several months. And next week you got the title on the line at UFC 292. So this division is on the rise. And a leg strike by McGee and a big right. Ooh. JP Bays almost going down there. Still a lot of pop though. Misses on a left-right combination. And McGee's got the perfect range right now because he's got the reach advantage. And he's right at his reach. And JP Bays can't land anything. So Marcus McGee really right where he wants to be right now. JP Bays has missed about 7 strikes in a row. He's really trying to keep Marcus McGee off of him. But how long will that last? And a big right. And that's it. Wow, the ref didn't even stop it. What? Wow, man. And I have to tell you, this ref here, forget his name. Like, he lets it go for a second. Like, JP Bays just caught a big right hand. And Marcus McGee stopped and started putting his hands up. And the ref was going to let it go for a second until he realized that it, needed to be stopped. Boom. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, the ref did shove him off, so maybe he was going to stop it. But, man, Bays walked right into a right hand. Oh, my goodness. So, big finish by Marcus McGee. And it seems like every time he comes in, he's getting big finishes. I mean, look out for Marcus McGee going forward. They need to give him a guy that's really going to test him. I mean, he's now 8-1. Dominant performance here. And wins it really quickly in round 1 here. Bantamweight division, UFC Vegas 78. Lucindo has now top position. Viviana's got the half guard in, so. And the ref's saying, let's go, let's work. And they're kind of just in a tie-up here on the ground, but Lucindo on top wants to keep this top position, so she's battling here. And she does not want to give this up. If she can slide that leg through, she'll be in a full mount, but the leg is tied up right now. It's sliding through, though. Ooh. Fiana's in trouble here. Fiana is in trouble. Oh, man. Oh, she got the triangle. Look at this. Look at this. Fiana's going to tap, and that's it. Yasmin Lucindo gets the win. She's going to move to 15-5. Huge win over a good fighter. Brazil on Brazil. And, man, both fighters come in with similar records. Both fighters land takedowns. Both fighters get a good amount of control time. But it was Lucindo who gets the victory. So credit her. Big win. Big finish. Submission comes 117 into round, or 117 left in round 2 here. Women's strawweight division. UFC Vegas 78. Khalil Roundtree looking good so far. Just picking Dawkins apart faster. I mean, he's shorter, but and the reach disadvantage isn't hurting him here. He's getting in close. He's keeping the disadvantage to an advantage, really, because he's staying in the pocket. He's staying up close. And, he keeps pressuring Chris Dawkins. Dawkins lands a big right. Oh, it takes a left, dude, right down. Wow, bro. And lands a couple more, and that's it. And he's lucky because he landed a big one to the back of the head, but Herb Dean let it stand, I guess, because it was already over. It was already over. Whoa, dude. And even going back in the day, when Khalil Roundtree wins, he wins in a powerful manner. What a victory, man. Wow. Let's see the replay. Oh. Yeah, see, Dawkins landed a right before that. Straight left. Boom. Boom. Herb Dean should have jumped in right there. Let me see this punch as Dawkins is on his stomach, because it looked to me like Khalil landed one to the back of the... Yeah, he did, man. He's lucky. He's lucky. I mean, it was just 13-8 in significant strikes. He actually was trailing 14-13 in total strikes, but that won't matter. He gets the first round KO in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. He's going to move to 13-5 over Chris Dawkins here, light heavyweight division, UFC Vegas 78. So that'll do it. Cub Swanson and Hakeem Dawodu are heading to a decision in a great fight. Great fight. I mean, you look at significant strikes, 87 to 66. Dawodu, total strikes 119, 104. Dawodu, control time 310 to 125. Hakeem Dawodu. Now, Swanson did have a takedown here at the end of the fight, but that won't be enough. Now, the one thing you could look at, though, is head strikes, 49 to 49. And that tends to be the difference sometimes, you know, but being that it's equal and Dawodu landed more body shots, leg strikes, you know, he should get this round. He led in every round by at least 6 significant strikes, but no more than 8. So the rounds were close, but Dawodu should get a unanimous decision, 30 to 27. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Both guys standing in the center of the octagon. You never know with these things, man. You never know. Here we go. It's going to be unanimous. So 29-28. Wow, I thought it'd be 30 to 27. Oh! Cub Swanson even couldn't believe it. Cub Swanson couldn't believe it. What? What? Cub Swanson congratulated Dawodu. And he still got the win. What is going on here, man? What is going on here? Dawodu led in every category, except head strikes. 40. This is highway robbery, man. Highway robbery. But Cub Swanson in the interview now still can't believe it. He's going to move to 29 and 13. Is he going to retire? So Cub Swanson breaking down now. I don't know. Is this going to be it? We'll hold tight here. Let's see what's going on. So Daniel Cormier is talking to him. He's not taking off the gloves or anything like that, but he does have his family and kids sitting in the front. He's got 3 kids. Looks like 2 boys and a girl. Man, the 2 boys look exactly the same. They look like twins, but they're like 3 years difference. But nonetheless, I thought he might retire there. He was really emotional, but he's not going to. He's going to move to 29 and 13, featherweight division, UFC Vegas 78. So a great fight between Vicente Luque and RDA heads to a much anticipated decision. And they're talking like Vicente Luque automatically won the fight, but as we've seen in the last fight, anything is possible. RDA did lead in significant strikes, 63 to 59. Vicente Luque led in total strikes, 133 to 102, had 12:01 of control, 8 takedowns. So he should get the win. 49-40, 6-on-1, 48-47, 48-47 unanimous decision. Vicente Luque does get the win and salvages barely a winning night for the predictions. 7-6 on the night, man. But we'll take it. You know what I mean? We get the main event. Rough night, but we'll get the main event. 21-7 on the season, so we'll take that. And man, what a fight between these two. I mean, 15 minutes of control time in a 25-minute fight. So 2 weeks in a row, you got main events with a lot of control time. But this one was more action-packed, a little more even. And a lot of it was clinch control. I mean, there were 10 takedowns total between the two, but both guys got up. Both guys are great on the ground and in grappling altogether. I mean, it's Brazil on Brazil, right? So you'd expect that. So it's tough to get a submission over someone who has good defense on the ground and in the clinch, all that. So, but nonetheless, Vicente Luque is back in the win column. He maintains his number 10 spot in the welterweight division. Likely will get a fight up in his next one, but he's going to move to 22-9, welterweight division, UFC Vegas 78.